everybody, my name is Whitney and I would like to say welcome to my new vlog. Never really done this before, I'm just kind of testing the waters. Thank you for joining me, and this is the first day that I've decided to become an entrepreneur. It's always kind of been in my blood. I think small business is awesome and I think it really works for me as an individual, and I'm just trying to explore that a little bit more. I don't really know what it is that I'm going to be doing. I wanted to document this journey because I think it will be truly interesting to come back around at the end and just say, wow, look where I started, in the kitchen in Woodbridge. And here we go. So this vlog is going to be specifically themed around creating my new business, a coffee shop. First thing I did this morning when I woke up was to get really excited about it, start brainstorming what I would need, how I can outline this business, what does it look like, what am I looking for out of it? Is it going to be a launching point to something different, or is it really where I want to be? I kind of have a general idea in mind. I don't want it to be a Starbucks, of course. Unfortunately, I have to name drop here because we're talking about coffee shops, but I'm looking for something different. My interests include music, reading, and trying to expand the mind, energy that people spend just moving. I just want to slow things down a little bit, which is kind of strange because I'm adding coffee to the mix. Just looking for a place where people can really feel comfortable hanging out. You don't have to be a bar and you don't have to be drinking, and you can meet cool people and strike up interesting conversations without having to know them already. I think I'm getting way ahead of myself. Maybe I should start by outlining what I envision for the physical place of the shop. There's maybe 2 levels, something you can get lost in, like an Alice in Wonderland kind of place. There's a reading corner, a nice comfy chair and a big lamp. This other corner has a bunch of board games. Maybe this other corner, a beatnik lounge, spoken word poetry, like an open mic thing. I envision like exposed brick. I want to start like a musical instrument collection of every kind of musical instrument I could ever find and just have like a wall of instruments. Play old records, and, you know, that loungy feel to it. I want to sell coffee and, you know, have some small bite foods and stuff. Maybe do some light pastries and, you know, maybe some Louisiana gumbo to get my husband kind of involved a little bit more. Another really cool thing that I thought we could do is maybe like a quote of the day to like spark conversation and spark thought, you know, like let's have a conversation about this today. So I'll try to talk to everybody I meet and, you know, this is what I'm talking about today. This is what the topic of conversation is for the coffee shop. I think my biggest challenges are going to be location, really finding a community that can appreciate something like this and would frequent something like this. I currently live in the DC metro area and people here move fast, like lightning speed. And I just don't know, there are those pockets of individuals that are moving a little bit slower and maybe a little more on the intellectual side, but I just don't see a coffee shop of this nature really being a place for those fast-paced individuals, unless I can really separate the two. If I can have that fast, quick service coffee shop downstairs, hang out internet cafe upstairs, then that might work and that might make sense. But I think, you know, I was doing some research on business plans, and, you know, one of the things it mentioned was a market study, and I think that's exactly where I'm going to start identifying who is my target audience, where do they live, where would this be convenient, how can I afford it? Another thing, I mean, where does the money come from? I know of crowdsourcing, definitely have a lot of work cut out for me. I have to do a lot of research. Who might be interested in funding something like this? It's not really a money. It's not really something that's like, oh, this is gonna make so much money, you know, but it's something I really believe in. I think that that's enough for me to want to pursue it. At the same time, that's why I'm starting this vlog, because I want to pursue many channels right now. I have a lot of ideas and I just want to kind of start running with them and stop snubbing my creativity, because that's how I feel right now. You know, I feel stifled, I feel boxed in, I feel cookie cutter. You know, I'm in corporate America, and, you know, as nice as it is to rely on that paycheck every single week, I just don't feel like I'm me anymore. I'm just trying to find me and who I am, because the person I was maybe, let's say, in high school is not really here anymore. She's totally different, and totally different from when I was 5 years ago even, you know, and I don't want to lose sight of who I am as an individual, because I feel like that's what's happening right now, is I'm kind of evolving into this corporate drone. I'm not really doing anything for myself. I need that in my life. I need to do something for myself, because if I don't, who will, right? I'm pretty sure that I've been talking at length and just kind of rambling on about various things that I've been thinking today, and maybe they make sense and maybe they don't, but just to summarize, what I really want to do with this first vlog is just kind of identify what my business is and what it is I'm looking for and what are my next steps I have to take. 1, it's a coffee shop. Done. Easy. 2, I need to do a market study. That's really where I need to figure out if I can do this here, if I need to start looking at other areas, and where are those areas, who's my competition, who are my customers. I need to really identify those items. 3, to figure out where my location is going to be and nail that down before I start looking at funding. But in the meantime, I can definitely start writing a business plan and getting that all together and working out logistics of what exactly I'm going to need to start this business, and how much money, and what does that look like. And it might not be as much as I really think that it's going to be. Right now it seems impossible, so I'm sure any solid number will seem a little more attainable than just I need money and I need a place. 4, as soon as I stop videoing and start actually researching, I will have to start taking notes and writing on my next steps and really create attainable and reachable goals. They're going to be really important for me to set goals and timelines and achievable points that I can keep this project moving on a pace and not just stopping and starting whenever I feel like it. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining me and being patient with me through this vlog process. I'm sure my videos will get better with time and experience. See you next vlog.